Third Phase of Moon, back live on the radio, taking your calls from around the world. We'll be playing a video while you're listening to this show. If you haven't been seeing it already and asking, what are we looking at? Well, it's a flying saucer captured a week before this went down over the Winnipeg area. This came in just yesterday, and they said that it was a really nice, clear day, and whatever was up in the sky stayed there for about 3 minutes. This is the whole entire uncut video. It's quite amazing. We're going to be zooming in on this thing, getting a closer look. It's not a balloon, in my opinion. It's metallic in structure. It's an incredible video, and it's ironic that it's a flying disc captured over Canada in the Winnipeg area, and then a week later this goes down. Could this be the disc? Could this be what the military was testing in that area with the population being so minimum? What a perfect place to test flight, a flying saucer, reverse engineered possibly, and maybe it malfunctioned and it went down, and people, they don't want the people to share it. They don't want people to get it out. This is some incredible evidence that's coming in. The line is to call in. Right now it's 347-934-0378. Third Phase of Moon is standing by. Take a look at this video. Incredible. And we'll be right back. Third Phase of Moon Radio, live, taking your calls from around the world in regards to the UFO phenomenon happening right now. The past few days have been very, I would have to say, crazy about what's been going down, what's been coming into Third Phase of Moon in regards to the alleged UFO crash over there in Manitoba, Jackhead First Nation Reservation. Military cover-up or just a military exercise of an airplane purposely downed by the military to see if they could recover an airplane in the middle of the lake. Doesn't sound very practical if you ask me. When we received word from multiple sources, when we went live a few days ago with Mark's interview, the world picked this up and everybody started to become an investigator. We were the first to break this news story to the world, and we were hoping to see maybe if the world is going to change. We tried to get in touch with the chief of Manitoba, and we got in touch with the band office, and a mysterious man took the phone call. I thought he said he was the chief, but then it turned out he was somebody else that was speaking for the chief. Not exactly sure who this man was, but if you listen to his testimony, it sounds very suspicious. His mannerisms and his openness to communicate, to debunk the story, seemed a little unusual if you ask me. Everybody, the link is below to listen to whomever was at the band office over there in Manitoba. It's quite incredible. Then, just yesterday, I received a message from a man who wants to remain anonymous, who apparently was on the scene as this event went down. We're going to be listening to that live right here at Third Phase of Moon Radio. Remember, call in, share your story. If you have any questions, we'll be standing by. Now, let's get to this incredible message that I received yesterday.
I'm not going to say my name at this time. I am a mineral services engineer. I've been working in the area for many years now. The reason I'm calling is because I've been following this story in the social media, and much of what you guys are talking about is quite correct, but I've got to say that there's a lot of disinformation going around out there, and I just want to set the record straight about these fishermen who were allegedly detained. Now, I saw several gentlemen being taken away by the Canadian police. I believe that this may have something to do with what they're saying are the fishermen, relating to the story of the fishermen being detained. I don't know that these gentlemen were fishermen. I don't really know who they are or what they were doing, but I do know that these gentlemen were taken away by the Canadian authorities. This area, it is being guarded, it is being surveyed, there's a lot of surveillance, there are a lot of military personnel in this area. The level of military activities that were taking place in this area were very extreme. There must have been about 40 personnel there and 20 vehicles there. When I finally did leave the area and I headed back towards the village, I noticed that there was quite a presence of military and some kind of professional personnel throughout the town, which I really had never seen before. In my years working in this area, I have never seen this level of military activity throughout this area. And it seems as though it's something that they don't want anybody to know about or to talk about. I had a lot of difficulty getting my camera out of the area. When I got close to the town, I was approached by some officers, and they asked me, did I have a laptop or any digital devices on me? And fortunately, I had buried my camera underneath the tire compartment in the back of my truck. And so they fortunately didn't search my vehicle, and so I was able to get out with my camera. And so I'll be sending you the photos that I did get from the area. There are some very peculiar things taking place there. You guys can be the judge yourself. There has been a lot of activity over the last 3 nights, but today it really seemed to quiet down a bit. So whatever may have been there, perhaps they finally have dealt with the issue. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on up here. I'll be getting back to you guys within the next couple of days, the next time I go out there. I just want you to keep following the story. I appreciate what you guys are doing, and keep following this story. There's something really interesting going on here. I'll get back to you guys. Thank you.
Third Phase of Moon, taking your calls live from around the world. The number to call in is 347-934-0378. Also, text and emails have been coming into Third Phase of Moon, and I wanted to share this with everybody as well. What we're doing right here is we're sharing information that comes in. We're not claiming this is all fact. From day one, we were suspicious from the story, but we said, hey, we're going to share this. And, 12 hours later, when we woke up, we found out multiple sources from different people that had no contact with the original source was saying the same story. So this, I think, still deserves a close eye. Now, here's the text that came in from a man. He called himself David, and he said this in the message. Here's how it goes. Listen to me. I don't have much time, and this mail and email might be terminated soon. My name is David, and I live here in Canada. I was one of the people who witnessed the event. I recorded a video of the military moving away the UFO and a video of the UFO crashed. I have it all. I've realized that I've been watching this for the past few days, and I know I have more information, and they're threatening me. I'm afraid of going outside because they follow me everywhere. You have to believe me. They are real. They are here. A few days ago, I was forced to delete any information I had about this event in Canada. I had time to make copies of the videos and pictures, and I was able to save them that day. So he's saying that he doesn't know if he should send them. He says that he's being forced by the military to delete these photographs. He says that he copied them, and he's worried if he wants to share these or not. Well, we're here, people. We're standing by. If anybody in that area has something that we have not seen yet, any information, reach out to Third Phase of Moon. Share it. We got to break this out. If this is what people are claiming is the new 1947 Roswell experience, everybody, the number to call in is 934, area code 347-934-0378. We'll be right back. Wow, I'm looking at this video, and I want to share this incredibly fast right now. I want to share it. I want to share it to the world. I think I should just get to editing this radio show, showing the up-close, detailed, enhanced video of this flying saucer captured a week before this all went down in Manitoba. Jackhead Reservation, First Nation. Is this the spot? So, breaking news that we just put out yesterday. Ceres, the dwarf planet, captured by NOVA, NASA's satellite, 29,000 miles away, captures incredible photography. And when you zoom in, I'm asking myself, is this maybe the biggest evidence that we've not yet seen in a long time of a possible alien outpost captured on NASA's cameras themselves? We put this photograph out. The link is in the description, and you have to ask yourself, maybe some people are claiming that we were from this dwarf planet Sirius, and this is where man maybe possibly originated from or existed at one point and then made their way to planet Earth. A month ago, astronomers were looking at this incredible anomaly. While it's very blurry, the video that was coming in, and now a month later, this incredible high-res definition photograph comes in, and scientists and NASA still cannot explain what this anomaly is. They're saying that it could be, volcanic spots, but there's no plumes whatsoever. Volcanoes don't really display themselves in a likeness to this. I think this video needs to be put out there. Kelly, what's your what do you think? What do you think I should do? You think I should get to it right now? You want to see this video that was shot a week ago before all this went down? It's quite incredible.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, especially with all that stuff, crazy stuff in Manitoba. I've been keeping up on that as well with you guys. And I don't know, to me, like I listened to that interview with that guy that was supposed to be, I don't know, a part of that office up there. He kind of sounds suspicious to me as well. That's why I kind of wrote that stuff on the Facebook post that you had on there. Because all those signs up there, to me, I'll remember all the signs that you guys pictures of. Is your country needs you, or your government needs you. Please stay quiet, or to that effect. To me, that's kind of what's going on up there. I hope we can get these pictures and videos that we'll send out to you so we can all check them out.
Absolutely. Kelly, I did find it quite interesting when I did get in touch with somebody, some kind of official at the band office for the Jackhead Reservation over there in Manitoba. But it was a cold call. He gave permission for me to share the conversation, but the way he kind of opened up and was, he didn't even flinch when I talked about the rumors going on in this area about a UFO that crashed into the lake over there. He acted like, oh yeah, that's a regular question that somebody would ask. Well, tell me, what do you find suspicious in that conversation? Let's get a little bit more in depth. I know there was a little bit of confusion because I was looking for the chief. I know the guy's name. I'm not going to say it here on air, but I was looking for the chief, and his first name is John, and David, excuse me, and then he says the chief, that's the chief. He's not in, but I could have swore he says I'm the chief, and then I called him the chief, and he didn't bother correcting me. Kelly?
Yeah, if you listen to it, he seemed to be more too casual, too laid back, and the way he was explaining everything for him is saying that, there's military up there, and I guess they were at a school or something doing business, and, it was nothing happened, kind of too much of the, nothing here, nothing to see here, that's kind of the attitude that I was feeling like he was portraying. And then he was, when you guys cut short, you were more defending the conversation, he was quick to get off, or to me, again, your old, the last couple of weeks when we were talking about this was when all those signs that you had, that the pictures that people sent you, that to keep quiet, your government needs you. If even though they were military were up there and they were doing, the Operation Bison up there, I don't understand where they're trying to say that they shot down an airplane, and they're not going to just shoot down an airplane, and just have a land up there. If there's, I mean, that's Indian land up there. It's desolate. There's nothing really going on up there except for the military planning and stuff like that. It's just kind of weird because just like that lady was, saying as well, that the military will let people know within the community, hey, this is going to be happening around in here. I mean, they do that all the time up here at Camp Pendleton. They'll let everybody know that they're going to be firing weapons, or it's all blank, but it's going to be really loud. They'll let people know what's going to, the community know at least what's happening. They just don't show up on your doorstep and say, oh, hey, how you doing? We're going to do some exercises.
It was weird. He said that they took over the school for a couple days to use it as a command post, and he also stated, there's this long pause in his response about this UFO crash in Lake. He says, as far as I know, they were fixing their snow machines, and exactly what he meant by snow machine, I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, it was a suspicious conversation. And he said I could call back, and I'm going to call back and see if I could get in touch with the chief himself, because where's the chief is the big question. The people were saying early on the chief was the one that was being detained, and he was the one that got the pictures. So everybody, where's the chief? Where's the chief of Manitoba? Come forward if you can, chief, because send it to us. Contact Third Phase of Moon. But as far as the response we got, it was pretty much he closed the case. He said nothing went down, and his business as usual, simple military exercise, non-event. And some people take him on his word for that, and some people, by all means, this phone call that we got today goes against what the chief says, or that person over there at the office that we just shared right here live. So there's two sides of the story. There's more than multiple eyewitnesses that contradict what the man at the band office says. So, military has a pretty good way of, I'm sure if they know what they're doing, they're going to know how to cover this up as fast as possible and keep it as discreet as possible. They've done this before. That's their MO. If in regards to the UFO phenomenon and extraterrestrial existence. Kelly, hey, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase.
Hey, yeah, no problem. But your question to that, what a snow machine is, like even up in Alaska when I used to live up there, a snow machine is just another word that they use for snowmobiles. So if they were up there fixing their snowmobiles, I don't understand, because of mobile units and stuff like that, they're going to be carrying parts. They ain't going to be needing any place to stop off and fix their vehicles. Anyway, yeah.
Well, and the military said that they purposely crashed an aircraft over there, and then he didn't confirm nor deny that report. He said they're fixing snow machines in the lake, and he didn't mention anything about some downed aircraft purposely brought down by the military. So I thought that was interesting as well.
Yeah, I mean, why would he say that? Oh yeah, there's nothing up there that there's nothing. I didn't see. I could see I could see the lake from here. I don't see anything. But when the military's letting the people know, or even the newspaper saying, yeah, it was a down aircraft, that don't add up to me.
Yeah, and if there was a downed aircraft, why not just share a photograph or some video of just to set everybody at ease? What's so top secret about recovering an aircraft from a frozen lake, if that's all it was? And then people are claiming, just as we said earlier in the radio show with our not conversation, but somebody left me a message via Skype, and they stated that they saw people being detained. And what do you think of that? It's kind of, yes, it's hard to grasp what's actually going on down there. It's just, it's quite amazing. Kelly, again?
Yeah, that's the thing I want to see. That guy, the interview he had, that if he did see something like that, I mean, he sounds like he's pretty legit. I mean, I would like to see some of that stuff. I would like to see the military around this spaceship or whatever it is that they, claiming that they have. Now, if they're even saying that it's an aircraft, I mean, what kind of aircraft these guys got up there, Again, military is not just going to down an aircraft, especially around, if they're going to be around any kind of village, where any kind of bystander's going to be at. they're going to let them know. They're not just going to, like I said, they're not just going to, hey, you know, we're going to do this exercise, and next thing you know, oh, well, we didn't blow it out of the sky, but let's follow this thing where it hits the ground, and, let's make sure that no one sees it. You know, it's going to be, like, all top secret. And even some of the first pictures you got handed out, you know, that everybody's seen online, was like, there is no wing, there's no debris laid out everywhere. This thing looks pyramidal shaped. You know, it's landing it through the ice. It's got, you know, a long stretch mark. Sums up like that. You know, you can't just, you know. And then all these stories coming out, and they're all the guy that you contacted contradicting it. It just don't add up.
You know, some people are putting on the flash ad, and I think it's kind of a common thought here. People are saying right here, and some of them, Robert Francis says that it's because it's a top secret vehicle and they had an accident and they don't want you to know about it, and they have what they have, the technology they have, and it makes sense why they would cover it up. I think that's the most logical statement in regard to this. You have to think logical. Why the cover-up? Why so many secrets? Why the different statements from people on the ground over there? Why is the story continuously changing? Why are people, who is this guy at the office that I spoke to? I want to know that as well. And why aren't they just coming out with the truth and sharing some photos of an aircraft that they downed over there, if that's the case? Everybody, this is the big questions that we're asking. We're going to be sharing this video. You've been watching it right here on YouTube, Third Phase of Moon. We got to get it out. A video of a flying saucer a week before this all went down in Manitoba. And it is the Jackhead Reservation area. Everybody keep an eye out. Keep safe over everybody in that area. This is still breaking news, in my opinion. Blake Cousins. We'll see everybody again next time.
Phase